First breath. Why the fuss? Hey there, stop!
Halfway there.
Sic faciam Wimforfelium et ambulato periuga.
Left is to leave. Survey the area, Sunan. King will be pleased.
Ah, Eivor. A welcome vision for my eye. Athlone has begun to send us excellent ale. From experience, I can tell you this is dangerous cargo.
I've never seen a shipment of ale reach its destination without losing a barrel or two.
My crew knows the cost of hitting the stocks. Everything will ship and we shall reap riches. With ale to celebrate.
At the ready. We march soon. The missing piece has arrived. Welcome, Eivor.
Lord, this has the looks of a Norse war camp. Plenty of stout-looking men.
The fruits of your labors, Eivor. The kings you've helped have sent men and more as tribute. You have my thanks.
Thank me later. A battle looms.
True enough. Your cousin awaits inside the tent of command. I'll soon follow to plan our next move.
More and less, eh?
Ah, Eivor. Look at me. Part of Flan's war council. Not bad for a Vikingur, eh?
You've gained his trust.
I wouldn't say that, no. He's a bit suspicious of me, in fact. But he needs my army, so he holds his nose.
Of course he does. Vikings smell.
My king.
We are ready to deliver Alec a weighty blow. But our enemies are now alerted, and will rally in greater numbers.
Cashel Castle divides Ulster and Connacht. Taking it would isolate each from each.
Cashel is a stepping stone to all the north. It is an imposing fortress atop a steep cliff. It must be ours.
But, for that very reason, Lord, it will cost us dearly to storm it.
Loss of men is a price well paid. Victory will bring many more flocking to our cause.
Take care, King. Your ambition may overleap your reason.
What is your counsel, Eivor?
Cunning over courage. A single spy slips in and breaks the gate locks. Then our soldiers flood in.
It is worth the attempt. You seem to have a feel for this, Eivor. I select you as this single spy.
Eivor?
It's a good challenge.
We have a scout near the castle. She may be able to help you.
Those defenses could stop the gods. I need your eyes, my friend. This place is heavily guarded. Hey, are you Flawn's scout?
You are a bold adventurer to ask in these parts. Yes, I am.
How might I enter the castle?
Alone? You can try to climb its walls. A foolhardy move for such a small force.
Is there a way to enter unseen?
There must be a path below. Builders down there have reinforced the walls. A wily Viking could use their equipment to find a way in.
I am that Vikinger. Freya, this land is green. Now to open the gate for Flann and his army.
Hey! Bravely done, Eivor. Cashalor will be ours.
Eivor! I have your back!
I count on you, cousin!
Down it!
Yours for the taking!
Sack the castle!
Go witch!
Surely with us! We'll finish you!
Slaughter, to a battle well fought and blood well spilt.
To Ireland.
Skull.
Ah,
Another cup, my king?
where's our court poet? This deserves a song. Eivor, it is essential that you speak with her.
Kira. Is she here?
I greeted her arrival. She will build my glory throughout Ireland. Her song will be repeated in every village and hamlet. You, Eivor, with your keen eye, can give details of my bravery. The bravery of all my soldiers, for her to craft a ballad.
I'll give her your message, O brave king. Beareth, you deserve another drink.
And you as well. Come back for another before the night is out.
Then he come at me, eyes blazing like hellfire itself.
Sure he did. I saw it happen.
I'd nothing but a stick. Well, I held it crosswise and I hoped for the best.
I tried to help. I was too far, I was.
The stick.
You sing with conviction.
It is the mournful song of the Leafal, the ancient stone you saw at the coronation.
That stone. It seemed to...
The legend is that the stone will bring woe. But the song claims if Ireland came to peril, the stone would rain a storm of wonders.
From where would the song draw this wisdom?
I do not know, but my mother sang it. My mother's mother sang it as well, and her mother and hers. Back to the very first woman of the Isle. The mere sound of the words connects me to my ancestors and this fertile soil.
You are lucky. I've left my land far behind.
You need not leave to feel the land change beneath you. That's why I'm stuck in this court like some sort of dancing goat.
Surely you can leave any time you wish.
I can, and I will. But not until Flann rules all Ireland.
Is he such a great man as that?
He understands that to be king is to be king of all. Though I'm pagan, he made me court poet. He respects the old ways.
I admire your passion.
Thank you for that. Not everyone is so appreciative.
Take care you do not place all your hopes in a single person.
Ah, he's not without flaws, that one. But he can unite the island and protect my people.
Ah, I all but forgot. Flann sent me to remind you to begin his ballad.
He needn't worry. I know my purpose here.
If it is as glorious as that song was lovely, Flann is certain to gain many followers.
Good night, Eivor. I'll see you in the morning. Slan.
Good night, Kira. Beautiful morning. Barrett asked me to return to him last night. I should apologize.
Please, we... Come. The army has been poisoned.
Curse of Loki.
Speak, our son! Who?
That's the man, my king!
You accuse Barrett?
It's him what gave me the poison. 7 silver he paid.
The King of Dublin.
My king, I...
Only the Irish were poisoned. Your Danes are hale and hearty.
My lord.
Flattering words and servile gifts, all to mask treachery.
My lord, you know this cannot be true. Danes don't use poison, and Bareth is no man of guile.
My king, it was him! He says to me, poison the feckin' Irish, he says. He threatened me life!
Silence!
Ah!
Take this man away!
No. I done nothing!
Kira, I chose to place you at my right hand because you see clear. Still, I cannot trust this Dublin Dane.
My king, I have faithfully served you.
Trust him better, Lord.
I said silence. Danes often fight for either side. Barrett, stay within these castle walls while I consider your position. I must first find care for my soldiers.
You well know, my king. I have a friend who can heal most any malady.
One of your scattered coven of forest-dwelling pagans.
Let me speak with her. She'll find a cure.
Ara, go. Take a soldier with you for protection.
I choose you as my soldier. Meet me at the stables near the front gate.
Barrett, you should be grateful your head is still upon your shoulders.
I am. By the gods, I am.
Come, let us find my friend Deirdre.
Who is this healer?
She is a druid. Wise, despite her youth. Are you ready?
I am curious to meet her. Poor Barrett. I'm disappointed that Flann even considered the accusation true.
The poisoning had 2 goals. Disable our army and put the blame on Barrett.
But who's behind it?
The soldiers cough blood. It must be the poison, used by a druid cult, the children of Danu.
Who are they?
When the Christians came with sword and fire, some few druids banded together. Eventually, they vowed to destroy the Christians. They turned to mayhem and murder. Many disguise themselves and live among the villagers.
What of Deirdre and druids like her?
True druids oppose the Danu, but they are scattered and disorganized. That is why I am so determined to help Flann to the throne as High King of Ireland. He will stamp out the children of Danu, leaving true druids to carry on.
Tell me more about your friend.
Deirdre is a druid I have known for years. We learned together.
You were once a druid.
I was. There are many pagans and druids isolated in forests through all Ireland. This way, across the river.
This land is unsettling.
I'm unsure of the way. Follow the stone path as best you can.
Kira!
Wolves! You see what Connacht's like? A wild place. It's where I'm from. Deirdre's hut. Eivor, she is a druid, so a bit...
Eccentric?
Yes, that's it. Eccentric.
Kira, are you ready at last to return to the joys of the forest?
Deirdre, this is my friend Eivor. I'm sorry to say we've come for help.
Fear me. I hoped the auguries were mistaken. Children of Danu,
Yes. Flan's army is spitting blood.
you know what is needed.
I'd hoped you'd find another way.
What is this about?
The children of Danu make the poison, but they also hold the key to its cure.
Amber, made from the sap of an ancient tree sacred to them. Each child of Danu carries a shard of this amber.
Once steeped in its owner's blood, the power that is held deep within the amber is set free.
This is a somber request. How will I find one of these dark druids?
A friend of ours tried to discover the identities that Danu have taken. He hoped to find one called the Wren.
Then that friend was killed. The Danu are truly dangerous.
You may find something in his abandoned house, up north near Port Ollie trading post at the mouth of the Ballysadare.
I will find this Wren, steep the amber in his blood, and return once I have done.
I pray the spirits guide you.
What do I know of this, child of Danu?
My business partner. Drumlish has joined our trade network. Their dyed cloth is among the finest. They are able to produce the 7 royal colors.
Where I come from, dye is used for tattoos.
In Shiraz as well. Here, Drumlish cloth will brighten any heart. Why, hello, Eivor.
Azar. We are good friends now.
Ah, let me guess. You wonder how I lost my eye?
Such a loss is a badge of honor among the Norse.
Not for me. I told you of my partner, Constantinos. Betrayal was not enough for him. In his fury to take all I had, his men beat me, left me for dead. They slew my family. I survived, but not in one piece.
I'm sorry. I did not mean to bring up a painful past.
You are my friend. It is best you know.
All things mean I forth will bring. For noble deeds thine honor sing. The brave men slain, Valkyrie.
We'll pick up... One more fallen child.
Have you been brought by Njord to send these sun-bleached bones to the bottom of the sea? Do you have the courage to face one thrice cursed by fate?
Salt Lake soldier. You've lived here for some time.
I call to Njord, Lord of the Sea, till my throat bleeds with grief. But he only sends fish and other things to sustain me. And now you have come.
Why do you complain to Njord like this? And what has it to do with me?
I scorned the gods, and was pitched into the sea for my arrogance. Thorgest thought me dead, and sailed off into legend.
The old king of Dublin. That Thorgest.
Send me down into Njord's cold embrace. I can't simply give myself to the waves. Will you give me an honorable death?
You will sleep with sea serpents this night.
I will not make this easy. I must earn this death. I pledge this death to Njord.
Your death.
Whoever falls first. You must cut deeper! I was Thorgest's strongest! It is like when I fought at Thorgest's side. This is my day. Do not let me down. At last. Fisher once told me I would find peace near the sea. Yet no, another sad survivor of Thorgest's crew still walks.
Tuam planned the poisoning. I will tell Deirdre and Kira and give them the amber stained in blood.
Eivor! I worried you'd come to harm.
I did not, but the wren did.
May the wren's blood ooze into the lonely earth, and feed the forest with red milk. Give me the shard for the cure. The humors of the ancient tree live on in the amber now sparked by blood. Look, it turns deep crimson. The cure will be painful. The soldiers will writhe and plead to be killed as a mercy. But in a few hours, they will be well.
Thank the spirits of the earth.
The wren carried a note.
A note?
The poisoning and the plan to accuse Bareth was the doing of someone called the Cursed. There is a cottage in Tuam where the Cursed hides. Perhaps we can find who made the poison there.
It is a small hope, but hope still. It is nearby. We must go.
Not yet. The cure is prepared. You must deliver it as quickly as you can.
I will look for this mysterious Cursed. You take the cure to Cashalor.
3 or 4 drops on each soldier. No more.
Thank you, good friend. Goodbye. Eivor, I'll meet you under the tree outside Tuam, heading south.
The Cursed will be your second child of Danu, Eivor. There are others. Were you to bring me all their shards, I could mix you a potion that would give you the first of the blazing sun.
I will fell this one. Then I will think on the others and your mysterious son.
Before you go, there is a darkness rolling toward Kira. Please watch over her.
Where does this lead? Loki's balls. Jammed. Need to get on the other side. What is the meaning of all this? Tragedy has befallen you.
Oh, thanks be. You're not one of them.
One of who?
The Danu. Not like any druids I've ever seen before. They grabbed me.
And me mates. We got lost in the fog and... me mates.
Keep your wits about you.
The High Druid calls herself the Cursed. She sacrificed them, bit by bit. You understand? First a hand, then a leg.
You should run while you're intact. But first, what is the Cursed planning to do?
She dragged old Finton to some ritual. Poor man. I daren't think what's become of him.
Save yourself.
I will. I'm done with this place.
The luck of Thor be with him. Puka. What would that be? Thor lends me strength. A shoddy sacrifice. They will learn no portents from this. A sacrificial ritual on something about a puka. It is not much, but Kira may know what it means.
Eivor, I delivered the cure.
Has Bareth escaped Flaun's wrath?
He has, and is much relieved. The soldiers are coming back to themselves. What have you learned?
The Cursed will perform a sacrificial ritual.
Sacrifice? Faye, the Cursed is then a High Druid.
I learned that she is. But what does that mean?
She wields great power. She will be protected by her acolytes.
Not only her acolytes. I also learned the ceremony will be protected by what was it? A pook.
A puka? That will be dangerous, but we've no choice. The ritual will likely be held at Carnagan. We must look there.
What is a puka? A kind of animal?
A kind of animal? I will explain on the way. Come.
You promised to explain about the puka.
Sure. They were once marvelous creatures, able to take the forms of any animal. Now, they're dangerous.
Is this a jest?
Have you no such creatures in Norway?
There is Fenrir, wolf to the gods, but he is unusual.
Well, pukas are common in Ireland.
Pukas. Sacrificial rituals. Is this your world?
The children of Danu are an aberration. True pagans oppose them. Flann knows our traditions will disappear without his support. He has pledged not to let that happen. Careful now. Pukas are quick. Search for tracks showing long claws, and stay on your guard.
There. Tracks.
The puka! Follow it!
It looks like a wolf.
Because the puka is in the shape of a wolf just now.
This fog enters into my head.
Mine as well.
Did the wolf speak? What in the Nine Realms was that beast? Best not to draw attention here.
That's the High Druid. The Cursed.
She will not live to see the rising of the sun.
The ritual is profane. It is the priestess.
You! You betrayed us. I curse you with all the powers of the moon.
Your curses mean nothing.
You drew back
when we most needed your awful might. And now...
The Cursed is dead.
She accused you of betraying the children of Danu.
I was once one of them.
How can this be?
Deirdre warned me against them, but back then it seemed the only hope.
You knew these people. Why did you not direct me to the Wren?
They only wanted to use me. Distrustful and secretive. I never knew their true names or anything about them. A glen of great beauty lies on our road. Find me when you're ready, and I'll confess my errors there.
What's this? It is beautiful.
I used to wash away my cares and pain in this pond. Would it be all right if I...
Of course.
As a young girl, when the Christians cleared the forests of Druids, I fled and stumbled on this spot. How would I survive? My friends, the world I knew. Soon, I turned to the children of Danu. At first, they pledged simply to keep the old ways alive. Then, one by one, Druids turned to dark rituals.
Then they turned to worse.
Yes, even murder. I disavowed the children, and now pray for their destruction.
The High Druid spoke of some sort of awful might.
Fantasies, an ancient fable of a people long lost. The Druids are now dispersed without a champion.
You have King Flawn.
My hopes are placed in him, but am I a fool? He has no deep love of the past. He hopes to build a new Ireland. He pledges that my people will be part of it. But once he's king, storms will come. I cannot know where he will take refuge.
You are no fool.
You and I have been through much together. We came near death. I would like to celebrate life.
Is this why you brought me to this place?
'Tis a lovely glen. Perhaps we could pass some time here.
Kira, I admire you a great deal, but it's best not to form entanglements in time of war.
Malayan Eivor. You drive a woman mad, you do.
Eivor, I have you and Kira to thank for curing my men. Even if the source of this succor does not sit easily with me.
Not all Druids are your enemies, Lord. It is the children of Danu who attacked you.
Kira has told me of this Druid cult. They are no great threat if they must strike from the shadows.
Perhaps they only sought to sow doubt among their enemies, and the friends of their enemies.
I regret my earlier distrust, but I've seen too much Irish blood spilt by Danes to give trust easily.
I know what it is to be bloodbound, Lord. It burns so bright it can blind to all else.
So, King, if Alach is the prize, how do you mean to take it? The ring fort there is the strongest in all the lands.
Yet the kings of Alach dwell outside its protection, foolishly leaving themselves vulnerable.
Still, that's a long march over uncertain soil. Your army will be exposed to forces unknown.
Abaddon has offered land at Claher, where our army will make camp. From there, we move on to Alach.
This just arrived. The kings of Alach want to talk peace.
They surrender before you touch their soil. I know those who would die for such a reputation.
I don't like it. The wording is vague. Asking much and promising little.
What's the harm in hearing them out? If we start with the sword, we have nowhere else to go. They know me, they'll listen.
You would speak for me.
If you would honor me with your trust.
Do you have an opinion, Eivor? Or will you simply side with your cousin?
My cousin gives wise counsel. You lose nothing but time, and if talking fails, answer with steel.
Time marches more quickly when you have an army to keep fit and fed. But I will consider your words. My life has been one of warfare, plots and intrigue. I have never known the trust of a brother, and do not give mine over easily. Bareth MacIver, King of Dublin, I hereby authorize you to speak for me, Flann Sinna, High King of Ireland and all of her people.
I will honor the faith you have placed in me, my king.
Do I have your blessing to accompany Bareth, King Flann?
I'll not waste our time on formalities, Eivor. But you'll not be going with Bareth. I need you elsewhere.
Tell me where.
You must build up some goodwill among the northern Aele, as you've done for other kingdoms. Kira will provide the details at the pigeon coops.
I will earn you their favor, Lord, for the trust you've shown my cousin.
Ah, a visit from my good friend. Thanks to your efforts, the jewels and ivory from Port Ollie now grace our stocks. Is there anything you cannot do?
The list is long.
I find that difficult to believe.
I must not lose my way.
God has heard my prayers.
You flatter me, Lord. But what's wrong? Where's Barith?
He's not returned. Nor have two messengers sent after him.
This cannot be simple misfortune. It hints at some dark design.
Do you wish you'd taken up Eivor's offer earlier?
Aye. We may have lost 3 souls for not giving it more serious consideration.
Let me go after him, Lord. If he lives, I will find him.
Even with your cunning and guile, you would not go unchallenged. Not without a king's pass, and few Vikings have those.
I'd wager a few from Donegal do.
Donegal? A Norse settlement?
A port, on the western shore. A fair bit of their trade finds its way to Aljach, so someone there is bound to have a pass.
Is this port well guarded?
It's crawling with Norsemen grown lazy on success. They'd not expect someone to go Viking on them.
Good. I'll go to Donegal now and get one of these passes. With your leave, Lord.
If it means fewer lives lost, you have my blessing.
My business partner. I am reading the books you procured from Desert. I see why you went to the other end of Ireland to get them.
I took the trade post without knowing the cargo. If the books are good, so much the better.
For people who believe in Holy Scripture, these books are worth more than gold.
Attack on there are any king's passes to be had. I may well find one here.
Use them! What business have you here?
The business of kings. Here's my pass.
Go on, then.
Who are you to come before the kings of Ilar unannounced?
Virgil! You're not Virgil. I don't know you.
I am Sturm of Donegal. Who is Virgil?
The King of Dublin speaks of a cousin who advised us for a time. A glorified goat herder who should have taken our advice. So, Sturm, what brings a Viking from Donegal here?
You tell me. I came at your invitation.
There's some mistake. I sent no such message. It wasn't me. It could have been you-know-who. But he hates Vikings. Forgive my brother's bluntness. We will get to the root of this, I assure you. Can I offer you a drink?
Yes? More drink? I haven't seen the bottom of my cup since I got here. If I wasn't a trusting man, I'd say they're trying to keep me drunk.
No drink for me. I'll return when you have finished your king's business.
If it's not drink you're wanting, you should take a tour of the ring fort. It's renowned throughout the land.
As we've told you several times, King Barth, the ring fort of Valhalla is not open to guests. In fact, you could even say that it's closed for a select few.
Ah, so you're keeping prisoners there. Oh, have a drink, you two. Do you think I haven't taken a few hostages myself?
I'll seek out a place to rest until you remember why I was summoned here.
Of course. Of course. Your pass will grant you free run of this place.
If you see Fergal, say hello for me!
For the last time, Barth. The ring fort is off limits.
If I read Barrett right, freeing Fergal could be key to liberating Harlech. And to do that, I need to get inside that fort. This area is off limits.
My thanks. You have done me a good turn.
Hey, you're Eivor, right? You served King Barrett. We were meant to check on the king and report back. Soldiers grabbed us and threw us in here.
I'll let you out. Return to King Flann if you can. Is there someone here named Fergal?
Too kind.
I am he.
Thank you so much.
Who wants to know, Viking?
Vermin!
Dat non de dagen fosse ik schuler loved. Dan die misja van jou. Dat is far in red. Hier sewer cattle.
If they see me, this will get messy.
Out of options, dog!
God won't let us lose!
Not getting away from me! I'll kill you!
Join us, cousin. We've been having a grand old time, the kings and I.
It's the abbot who's turned this place into a prison. He's taken hostages from all the families to control all of Ireland. Shut your gab, Domhnall. Owen will kill you if you talk too much. And Flann will kill us if we don't. It's like Domhnall said. It was Owen. He told us to delay whoever came until...
Until what?
until the abbot can move his forces in.
How many men? How many?
We don't know. No one does. He has some companies at Armagh, more men than he lets on. That's all I know.
Left to my cousin, you'd both be puddles of blood and guts. But King Flann might spare your heads. You'll be treated as hostages, not prisoners, until your king decides what to do with you. Now, think on your sins. It'll be easier in the end to let them keep their crowns, but they don't need to know that yet.
Flann must learn of this trap.
I've already sent messengers telling him to pull his army back. I wasn't going to sit on my arse waiting for you.
I'm impressed.
Don't be. It took days of drinking that swill before Neil finally grew bored and careless.
You've outdone yourself. I'll be sure to let the king know who the real hero was today.
Thanks to you, cousin. Make sure that message reached Flann and I'll join you all later. May Sol and Mauni guide ye.
Eivor, you did well at Alec. We march in the morning. I think it no small thing for you to lead my honor guard.
Did you not get Barrett's message, Lord? You must pull back, not move forward. This ruse is part of a larger trap, not yet sprung.
Barrett believes to know the minds of these kings, but the church has taken root and flourished since my uncle's day.
The church is behind the plot against you. Did the message say nothing of Abbot Owen?
King Neil and King Donal were doubtless seeking to cast blame elsewhere. The church is a convenient scapegoat.
What if there's some truth to Barrett's suspicions?
Owen is the abbot of Armagh, God's appointed in Ireland. I cannot doubt him on the word of a friend.
You mean a pagan?
Why are you all still here? Did my message not get through?
It did, but King Flann is not convinced.
You must pull out a clawher now, my king, before we are surrounded by Owen's army.
You do not command me, Barrett McIver. If there was an army, my scouts...
Your scouts are dead. Baldur's blood, Flann. How many must die before you learn to trust?
You forget yourself, Barrett. Do not invoke your false gods in my presence.
Listen, what's that?
Owen's wolves have arrived. I didn't come this far to die in a tent, my king.
We're under attack!
Come on! I should not be seen in this area.
I'll take more heads than you, cousin!
Do not wager on it!
If we hold off this assault, we will save the day! Pay for your sins! Remain steadfast!
They're all around us!
The archers have fire!
They come from the fields!
Blunt those archers' barbs! Leave none alive!
You're dying now! Take your last breath! I'll finish you! Thank you!
The ravens will have your eyes!
Until then.
We could use your help, Eivor.
Come with me! I'll be your shield!
You're going down! Vermin! Yeah! I've got your form! One shot
They're on the road! They have no honor! Show them no mercy!
They retreat!
You've saved us!
We held them off. At a great cost.
Eivor, where is Barith?
Barith! Can you hear me? Barith McKeever! Have you seen King Barith?
Aye. He was headed towards the farm on the edge of the village.
A cold hand that grips my heart.
Barith! Barith,
Eivor,
am I here?
a glorious end, don't you think? Worthy of a saga, maybe. And you thought I'd gone soft.
No one knew your true measure.
Except you, cousin. You never doubted me.
Your bravery will be remembered, Barith. I'll see to it. Hold your weapon well, cousin. I will see you in Valhalla.
Siegfried is my Valhalla, Eivor. Valhalla need not be a place. It can be a legacy. Flann must back him. Have him swear by his God. There's nothing the Christians fear more than their Almighty's wrath.
It will be done.
A hero's funeral. Barith has become a greater man in death than he was in life.
Or maybe we were too small to see his full size.
A harsh truth, but fair. He saw more clearly than I, and I ignored his counsel. Owen will pay for his death.
What then? When the abbot is gone and you've tamed the north? What of Siegfried? Will you give him your royal support?
When he has proven himself. It would not be good politics at this time.
Trolls take your politics. Bareth gave his life in your service. If this is how you repay loyalty, you'll be in short supply.
Twice you stung me with truth. I'll return the favor. Siegfried isn't ready. But he could be, with proper teaching.
Good. He'll benefit from your wisdom.
And my support. But neither throne will be secure while Owen lives.
We'll throttle the snake. And afterward, the fate of this land will be in your hands. Yours and Siegfried's.
The horses are being made ready, my king. Sure you don't want to rest your bones and leave by dawn's light?
My thoughts ride too rough for sleep. I've an army and reputation to reclaim. The second may prove harder than the first.
My mother used to tell me how the Morrigan would feed on the death of heroes, then fill men's heads with thoughts of war. I imagined using the Tara Stone to drown out their song, the way Bishop Patrick drove the snakes from Ireland.
There's no power strong enough to do what you say. Not even the gods can change fate. The world is destined to end in war.
'Twas not but the fantasy of a young girl, so...
Tell Flon I'll come to him after I've arranged things with Siegfried.
Tell him yourself. I'm not leaving yet.
Eivor! We will march upon Armagh immediately.
This place smells like a brewer's hut.
I will blood eagle the abbot with my own hands. I will blanket the north with the skulls of petty kings.
Enough! If you charge into Armagh like a berserker, they will crucify you like their Christ.
I'm sorry to tell you, my king. The siege weapons you requested are being held by Armagh.
Hell have that abbot. Those weapons were to be a show of the strength of Dublin's new king.
Forget about shows of strength. Cast your fortunes with Flon. High King will be a powerful ally if you back him now. Where are these weapons coming from? Who's supplying Armagh?
A shadowy web of pirates run by a druid cult. They roost along the northern coast, looting and trading in equal measure.
These druids, do they call themselves the Children of Danu?
In fact, they do. Led by one they call the Seed. Now that you have their scent, I wish you a good hunt. If there is nothing more, my king, I will return to my shop.
I will gather what forces I can wherever I can, and join them to Flans. Together we will avenge my father.
You have a strength that comes from him. When you find that, men will follow.
Eivor, I'm sorry, I did not notice you.
Azar, is everything all right?
Yes. No, it will be. once that bastard is dead and hanging from my rafters as sausages.
I believe I know who this is about.
Konstantinos has come to Ireland. Yesternight, his ship pulled into the bay.
I will deliver you his head.
Your offer is appreciated, Eivor, but not necessary.
He threatens our trade, does he not? I protect my greater interest and provide my partner a service.
Very well. But do not deprive me of my revenge. Bring him back to me alive. Farewell, Eivor.
Did I know of must be swung by the sire?
The white-haired one must be Konstantinos. A Tsar awaits him.
Fire! 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 Who are you to assail me? Fire! What quarrel do you have with me? I can't walk.
That's the idea. Your one-time partner is eager to see
Enough! That twice-cursed harpist will not be long dead.
you. Save your insults for your reunion.
I'd hoped to finish you this time.
You were always careless.
At least I took your eye. And your brother, the sniveling sop. Along with your loud bitch of a screaming mother. Come on, have at it. Let's end this quickly.
Quickly? Oh no. No, my dear Konstantinos. This will last a very long time indeed. Why else have I sharpened so many implements? I will unmake you tenfold for what you've done.
You make a sorry Cyclops. Damn you to hell!
These would be the arms dealers Asar spoke of. I must approach carefully.
Come on, let's end this.
Focus! We have this! Flank the idiot! Press hard! You have the advantage! That'll cost you! Out of options, dog!
Your rituals are at an end. So the abbot leads the children of Danu, druid and bishop. What god will greet him at his death?
Dead and dead! You can never eat too much death!
Stop, Dringer. Have you lost your wits? Why berate a man long dead?
This soldier promised deathly peace. He claimed he'd bested foe after foe, each left more dent than the last.
He is dead himself. You cannot kill him better.
I sailed with the mighty Thorgest. I deserve my place in the Great Hall. An honorable death is all I ask. Could you, stranger, could you give me a just fight, and at long last release me from this cursed life?
You have suffered mightily. You deserve a seat next to Odin.
Let it be so. Come, one of us will find the Great Hall. Much more promise than the others. You do not fight like a dolt. I begin to weaken, stranger. It is now that I am most dangerous. Alas, I shall not die easily. Well done, stranger. I am the last and largest of Thorgest's Strenger, he who lies at the bottom of Loch Ness.
Mighty Thorgest, a fitting remembrance.
Go! Trolls, cursed creature.
Eivor, a welcome vision for my eye.
Azar, what of Constantinos?
Hogs feed on his bits.
Are you at peace?
At peace? No. But the world is a better place. Thanks to you, Ardmel joined our trade. Their sweet honey will lure our most demanding merchants.
Is honey so valuable?
It is liquid gold, but luscious and sticky.
Eivor, come in. Sigfrid tells me you've been hunting pirates in the north.
Allies of Amma, providing weapons and other supplies. I've cut them off.
God is truly with us. Owen is weakened, and will soon taste God's justice.
Do you have the men to take Amma?
We do, thanks to Sigfrid. He has rallied Vikings from every corner of Ireland.
How did you convince the Norse to fight for you?
I told them of a monastery full of silver to be looted.
Your father would not have made such a promise.
And he would not have raised as many men.
You cannot win the goodwill of the people by destroying their homes, or their church.
But, my lord, these men came expecting a raid. If we deny them that...
I think in this case some burning might be useful.
Tell me how.
When we were attacked at Clogher, Owen didn't stop there. He burned Cashel as well, to send a message. It is our turn to light up the land with fire and smoke to let the people know that Amma has fallen.
Burn what you must, but keep your warriors leashed. Kill only those who oppose us and spare the church.
As you command, my king.
There is something else. Abbot Owen leads the children of Danu.
So, the poisoning, the ambush, they were all part of Owen's nefarious schemes. We'll cleanse our ma of this unholy filth. Sigfrid and I will prepare our men. Join me when you're ready. Choose a good view, dear poet. It'll be a battle for the ages.
Thank you for not saying anything about my past.
The past is past, and not our future.
I swear, Eivor, you really are like a hero out of folk tales. Do I have permission to sing your song?
You do. Once I've had a chance to finish it. It's good to see you take command. It suits you.
It feels heavy and stiff like this new armor. I envy you, Eivor. When battle is done, you can move on to what you like.
I go where my destiny takes me, Sigfrid. None of us are free from that. There are worse fates than being a king.
Our forces are replenished. Thank God's good grace.
Some part of those thanks should go to Sigfrid, Lord.
Aye, I'll not forget his role today. He's a good man, but he lacks his father's seasoning.
Then you must show him what it is to lead, Lord, in the court and on the field.
Come, let us flush out this false abbot without delay.
Yes, Owen must answer for his actions. There are fewer defenders than I expected.
They cower behind their walls. Let's strike while we have the advantage.
We move forward, but remain alert. God will guide the right. We have no other choice! Breach that gate! The bridge is down!
My Norsemen are ready. Smash!
Leave the barbarians, leave! If they don't leave us, kill them to a man! Take care! They have artillery!
King Dawn! Are you near?
For St. Patrick! They mustn't breach the gate! We cannot advance until they
A trap! I knew it looked too easy.
Flank the idiot! I'll take you! For the Abbot of Armagh! Work with me! Vikings are crazed!
feel stronger already.
Eivor! I need help with this door!
Leave this house of God, Flanchina, or be cursed with his wrath eternal.
You desecrate this holy place with foul corruption. You are a sickness to be purged.
God will be my judge, not you. You act the Christian king, but let pagans and wolves do your dirty work.
Do not preach about playing both sides. I know you lead the children of Danu.
Do you? Then you should know you cannot win. My children are everywhere, even in your court.
Who do you mean?
Kira had the makings of a high priestess, but she was careless. Dabbled with forces she could not control.
Don't listen, Flann. He tries to cloud your judgment.
Small wonder she charmed her way into your court. She's always been attracted to men of power.
You lie, devil!
Love conceals blemish and evil. It's easy to lose sight when you're following a woman's backside.
There's no shame in keeping your hands clean of this filth. Let me do your dirty work.
It's God's work.
Protect your abbot!
Watch my lane!
You shall not let your cattle breed with a different kind. You shall not sow your field with two kinds of seed.
Do not quote scripture to me, devil. May your tongue burn for eternity while your throat is pierced with jagged glass.
No. You would rather have a song from your pagan poetess. If she didn't tell you about the children of Danu, what other secrets does she keep?
He tries to poison your mind with his dying words, Lord. Don't let them in.
But could he speak truth?
The best liars mix truth with lies. If she was part of that cult, she isn't anymore.
You're right, of course. This fetid air befouls my thoughts. Let us step out into God's cleansing light.
It is a beautiful land.
We are a blessed people.
Word of our victory spreads like fire in a dry field. I couldn't stop all the looting, my king. But I made certain the people were spared.
They will sing of the High King who cleansed the church at Armagh, and the King of Dublin, who fought with honor at his side.
And the hero who came from the land of heroes who helped them win the day.
All will be remembered. The living and the dead.